Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Jess again, and I'm here with Flynn, the Woodland Elf. I opened him the other day on my YouTube when I video recorded it for you guys, and I thought it would be a great idea to actually paint him, and you guys can watch him come to life with me. I just thought that would be really fun to do. I don't know how much of this you'll see. Today I am using the veining color right here. Let me get this real quick. It is a mix of 3 different colors. I use all golden fluids, and these are the 3 colors I use. It's carbon black, phthalo blue, and teal. I know that there's a green shade and a red shade, I think, and I'm not sure if there's a difference. My Michael's, where I bought it, only had the green shade, so it's the only one I've gotten. I've been painting for about a year now, and I mean, those are still pretty much full. So you, like, for this paint, I think I have a total of like 8 drops of paint in there or something like that. Ridiculous. Like, so it's not, you don't really want a lot of paint. It's mainly water because you just want really light layers, especially with the air dry paints. Each layer really adds to the characteristic of the doll and helps bring it to life, and that's really what you're looking for when you're doing reborn painting on a doll. Now for me, one thing I do is I actually add a little bit of blue color. In some places you wouldn't necessarily think to add it. I've noticed that it adds to the depth perception of the doll, so it makes it look like it actually goes in more. This really helps with like the inside of the ears and the inside of the nostrils and some of the just tiny creases that you want to bring out more. You don't really want a lot. It goes over the brim of the nose here. And you use a dry brush to just get it, blend it in, and make sure it's not, like, you don't want it to be super blue. And you notice I have different size brushes for different things. Like this one is more like for blending in to the nose and the inside of the ear. This one I'm actually going to use for the inside of the mouth because there's a tiny little opening down there. I don't think you can see it, but it goes actually fairly far and it's really thinly opened. Like, so that brush, you see, that whole part was inside his mouth, so that's how deep his mouth actually goes. So yeah, you definitely want to get some paint in there, and it's going to be a little difficult. That's why I'm using the longer brush for that end of it to help there. But with this blue paint, you really don't want a ton. You don't want it to be too thick because I mean, the last thing you want is for your baby to either look like it's drawn or that it's a purple baby, you know, because purple babies are really, really bad. Yeah. So we'll just add some veining to his cheek right here. I use my Q-tip to blend it in. Add some to this cheek. And I'm going to do the inside of that ear. Because, yeah. So, I don't do a lot of veining anymore. I used to do a whole lot of veining when I first started. And I had a very veiny baby. He kind of looked really off. I actually ended up taking a lot of his paint veins off before I added too many layers. So that was good, and I made them really light. But I've also done where I've accidentally used paint when it was a bit older, so it had separated, or I don't know, too dark of a blue, and it looks like there's like pen mark on one of my dolls. I'm actually considering like redoing her, but I'm actually kind of afraid to because I really don't know how it would work. And I don't always do this to every kit. It's just, I don't know, every now and then it's like, add something different. And when I feel like I want a little bit more depth perception in different areas is when I add more blue.